We're back with episode 13 and 14 of How I Met Your Mother. I've just edited the 2 episodes I need to upload today, so I'm just getting a bit of a How I Met Your Mother mood now, and I'm just like, oh, though I am getting closer to the end, episode 13. We've not got long left, guys. We're getting there. We're in the final stretch of the show. It's been like 2 years? A year or 2 years since we started this? It's been a long time. And we're actually finally coming to it. Can you imagine if I was doing one a week? If I did one a week, I'd be on season 4. Well, season 5. Just probably that's we'd only just be finishing season 5. That's mad to think. But alas, we are not. We are starting this season now. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying the reactions as usual. Thank you again, as always, for the support on these reactions. I can't wait to jump into it. We've just hit 300 patrons, which I am very thankful for. Thank you very much, guys. The support's been crazy, and I will be sad to see this story end, but I'll be glad to start a new one as well. I'm looking forward to Modern Family. I think Modern Family is the one I'm picking. It's either that or do Big Bang Theory as a joke. I just feel like it'd be funny if I actually ended up liking Big Bang Theory after all the time in my head thinking I'm going to hate it, but I think Modern Family is the one I want to do. But yeah, I want to know how this finishes. I'm very curious to see how it's going to end. And yeah, I just can't. I'm curious how they're going to wrap this series up, and I'm really, really, really looking forward to the wedding itself. And I can't wait for that. Like, there best be a fucking glorious dance scene between Robin and Barney. But yeah, we'll jump into this, guys. So in your reaction, leave a like, subscribe, check out your early access and cut. Let's jump into this. 3, 2, 1, play.
Excuse me. Hey, you guys need a lift?
This is how Marshall meets the mum. Oh, that's funny. I love how every cast member's sort of meeting there. That's so cool. And so Barney, Marshall, and Lily have met her. It's just Robin and then Ted.
Get all the citations for public urination thrown out.
How often does Barney pee in public?
A lot. But don't worry.
Why does she look so proud about that?
Maybe I'll just I'll get out right here.
You're not going anywhere. No, I'm just messing with you. I rode the train with your wife. She told me all about you.
Oh!
You must be Marshall.
I was checking on the baby.
Wait a minute.
Okay, fair enough.
And adorable we are. We are hilarious and adorable.
The zoom in shots creeping me out at so many levels.
Going to jail for your best friend, that's the dream. That's the dream.
That's it.
It's the most noble, nay, broble thing a fellow
A whole year's worth of dumps in one non-stop 24-hour period, then not having to dump again for the rest of the year. That's the dream.
I never.
That is a dream. That'd be a good day. But I'd be really excited for that day every year. Just the amount of phone time and book reading I could get done.
There with me.
Robin, I know you told me you want Marshall to win, but I don't know. I gotta side with Lily on this one. Later, skaters.
Thanks again for saving us.
Well, I don't normally stop like that, but I just had to for the cutest.
See, I don't really pick sides because that's something that the couple needs to figure out. There's no like side there. That's something what they both need to decide together. Right, it's quite interesting.
Really long day. When we get there, I'll buy you a drink.
Thank you. But
Do you know what I'm thinking about now? Is that imagine if she was the driving companion the whole time. We really would have got to know her. Jesus.
after I drop you off.
Oh.
What's his name?
Oh.
Poppin' me, amigos.
Darren.
Darren is a villain. Our first villain in How I Met Your Mother.
You're hilarious and adorable. I like that he gets how hilarious and adorable we are.
I love how they both got tired of me.
Next, he finds some flimsy connection with you based on where you're from.
Cleveland, Gallucci serves the best pepperoni bread. In Staten Island, guys getting in fights on their front lawn.
Right, this character got way more interesting.
There. This guy's awesome. So awesome.
I'd totally go to jail for him.
That hurts.
Next, he tells you a deep, personal secret that is usually the tragic backstory from an animated kids film.
My mother died on a hunting trip.
It's often Bambi.
My father was betrayed and killed by a trusted advisor.
Sometimes he'll throw a little Lion King in there.
I have no family. But tonight, I think maybe I found two brothers. Sorry, wow, too heavy.
It's okay, man.
I'll get you a drink.
And then, once your guard is down, the emotional prostate exam begins.
So Ted, what's going on?
I need objectivity. You're my best friend. I just need your support. I understand. You got it. I'm sorry.
Forgot my phone. Sorry, you guys are probably talking wedding details. I mean, no maid of honor is gonna steal the spotlight with their own problem on the bride's big weekend, am I right? Keep it real, homies.
He is right. Why is this all about you? I mean, you have been preoccupied with Marshall.
But instead, I quit.
Quit? That's it? But it's your band. You must be avenged.
Funny you should say that, because as I was leaving the hotel, I ran into someone.
You need to steal this douche monkey's van.
Aldrin Justice. Nice.
Your wife is cool.
Oh, the coolest. Hey, did she happen to mention the fact that I'm sort of ruining her dream of moving to Italy?
Yeah, that did come up.
You need to steal this dude and run my husband over with it.
I think you've got a tough talk coming.
Yeah, well, so do you. When we get to the Farhampton Inn, you're a little...
I was gonna gas it up and get it washed.
You're too nice.
Too
I'm the
nice.
same way. Sometimes you gotta get in there and stand up for yourself.
I always cave and side with the other person. I can't handle confrontation.
Yes, you can.
You make some good points.
Sorry, that got me. You make some good points.
Oh, let's not fight anymore, okay?
Oh,
good.
God.
You finally told Lily you feel like she's abandoning you as a friend by going to Italy. Honesty is progress. Stay gold. Ooh, move to Chicago. You gotta try Gazzola's pizza. Namaste, hermanos.
Ted, you told him that. Oh, this guy's moving plots forward.
So you are just gonna disappear the day after my wedding, after 10 years of being best friends.
Well, actually, Marshall's
Don't
my best
even think about it.
I didn't want to upset you on your wedding.
No, it's good. It'll be easy to say goodbye now that I know how much I mean to you.
Ooh, when you get Barney's hurt voice.
No, I swear to God. No, I swear to Hef.
Take that name in vain. If someone is important to you, you tell them you're moving. I'm just some guy you used to know back in New York.
Hey,
Ooh,
Whoa.
don't smash this bowl. Wow, he went against his morals.
A $600 bottle, Ted. That's grand larceny. You really could go to jail for this.
that's the dream.
Oh,
Moving to Chicago.
that was cute.
I'm going to Chicago.
I didn't even link
I
that.
know Marshall and Lily might leave, but it's only a year, and in the meantime, we'll still see each other all the time. You, me, Robin. Oh,
Oof.
I need a new start.
I'm gonna miss you.
I miss you so much.
Oh, the feels. I love you. Oh, that's fair. I love how you understood straight away, though.
You can't yell that at the lead singer.
Because I'm the lead
'Cause
singer.
I don't suck skunk junk.
Wait, are you saying...
I'm coming in. Darren and I are gonna have a chat about my band.
The first word's a skunk jump.
For the record, his first word was mommy.
Okay.
New plan. Linus, if at any point tonight you see me with
It's
me,
so weird Ted and Mom is so near
it's a very
us.
popular choice this weekend.
Thank you, Linus.
Linus is getting... Just watching your wife just beat the shit out of you and Robin slowly getting out of there. Freaking Linus.
There are real villains in this world.
Love how strong your marriage is, and you don't need to lose weight, Louise, no matter
Don't
what.
smash that.
Get you on the flip-flop, muchachos.
Ah.
Except that sometimes in life, you just don't get that knockout punch.
Ted.
Hey, can I get some ice? The best man has punched you. You know what? I quit. You can have your stupid band back.
Ooh.
I miss being in a band where people are decent to each other and there's no drama. I'm going back to the new Guns N' Roses.
Linus, whoever that best man is, I would like to buy him a double of your finest scotch.
Oh, cute. It's so close, Ted. Actually gets you a bit emotional thinking about it. It's like how close Ted is to success. He's done well. He held out. He's going to walk by her. Ah, she's not there.
Here you go, fathead.
Well, you might want to wait until after the wedding photos.
Hand it over now, travel breath.
Okay, Barney, I'll hand it over.
Oh god, it's the first time I know why I was so obnoxious.
Oh, Neil Patrick Harris's voice there was 10 out of 10. Slap appointment. I did not expect that twist. God, this show's good with his reoccurring jokes. That was such a good episode, though. No, I really like that episode. We got to know a bit more about Mother in the fields, and I'm just like, it just gets you in the fields knowing how close Ted is to the happiness he's been chasing for 9 seasons. Like, the fact that a show can get you to feel like that for a character, where you're just like, come on, Ted. And surely even people who don't like Ted's character could also feel like supportive of him here, I wonder. I'm quite curious what people who don't like Ted actually feel about the Mother and Ted. But no, we'll go to the next one. But yeah, that was a fantastic episode. That was a very, very, very good episode. Solid 9 out of 10. No, I'd go 10. A 9 out of 10 for that episode, yeah. Fucking great episode. Which was the next one? 3, 2, 1, play.
Okay, it's over.
Whew.
Starting the clock now.
Oh, we're fast forwarded.
That's my bad. Oh, here comes another one.
Already?
Yeah.
Okay, we should get you to the hospital. Come on. Oh, here we go.
Going to do a lot of that for Hampton Hinn, didn't he?
Can you?
Fucking hell.
Looks like a don't walk signal.
Your face looks like a photo negative of the hamburger helper box.
A palm reader could tell Marshall's future by studying your face.
Anyways, talk to the hand
That's
because
good.
the face ain't listening doesn't work for you because...
Barney, who's taller, me or you?
You're taller. I wear lifts in all my shoes.
Oh my God, Robin. Barney has reached a whole new level. He's truth serum drunk. He can't lie.
So we can finally get the answers we've always been wondering about.
Oh, his job!
You had to go to bed, but I really think we
Screw tomorrow.
Barney, what's your job?
Hey, buddy. Wait, we're not unpaused?
Not yet. Mama needs some papa. But as soon as we're done having sex, we're having that fight.
It's got to last as long as possible.
Not gonna fight until after we're done having sex. Challenge accepted.
Checks out. Okay, what next? I mean, it's so hard to know where to begin. I mean, there's so many...
What did you do to my mom?
Well, that night we were in my car.
I was wrong. I can't handle this. Look, just tell me in baseball terms.
I got thrown out trying to stretch a single into a double.
I can live with that.
How about the time you walked into
This
the
is
bar
amazing.
wearing triple X-ray goggles?
Jacket's made of lead.
Those things didn't work, did they?
Absolutely. Lily's boobs always work for me. Oh, the goggles? No.
Next question. You keep saying ring bear instead of ring bearer.
Oh.
You dip back down to Jabba drunk. Give him another drink.
This is dangerous. Especially when the wife's when it's next day.
Will there or will there not be a bear at our
He's going
wedding?
to stop every time.
The truth is...
Oh, come
I know you go off, there's a kickback like a cannon.
Thank you. How much a year do you spend on suits?
I keep stuffing the ring bear.
number, but
Family's money, not mine. I don't really know how,
How much is her family worth?
6,000 crap loads. Canadian crap loads.
But when we dated, I paid.
Times in the last 9 years.
I took you out to tons of 4-star restaurants.
2-star restaurants.
Figuring on average 2 meals out a week, plus 20% tip.
12.5% tip.
Do you know how much money you
Savage.
cost me?
What am I, a prostitute?
You are not a prostitute.
No, a prostitute would have been cheaper.
Depends on the prostitute.
Hold on, Ted.
I think I've just got one question left.
Your job.
And it's a biggie.
Your job.
Barney Stinson, what do you do for a living?
He's going to jab Rooney.
I love you, Mommy.
Unpause.
Kids, in all the time we knew Barney, there was one queen. So naturally, this was a pretty big moment for us.
Well,
He's going to go jab
for a
her.
living.
Please.
Please.
Did you even read this before signing it?
No.
You're hired. We'll work on that. Wait, that's your job?
Oh, that's why the guy was
You
arrested.
signed sketchy, legally binding documents that could implicate you for God knows what?
Best job ever, right?
No more pausing. We're getting through this argument.
That's so bad. That's so Barney, though.
Fine, no distracting me with your calves.
Fine.
Didn't talk about it. We're going to Italy.
But I could be a judge. We can't give that up for what is clearly just a hobby. Pause.
Pause. That hobby is my dream. We're going to Italy.
But it's my dream.
We are going to Italy.
Baby, can you just...
We are going to Italy. Don't you get it? You went behind my back. You hurt me. You were more selfish than I have ever been to you.
Ooh.
You broke up with me and moved to San Francisco.
Barney.
I was going. Oh, they bought. Oh, you know, I'm kind of glad they bought that back up. It looks like she spent all his money and put him in massive debt for clothes. So I'm glad Marshall actually did bring that up.
Illegal activities.
No, you guys are being stupid.
And that was
especially
very
Ted.
selfish.
What? I didn't say
I understand why she did it.
And then,
but-
kids, Barney revealed...
Why would you do that?
Oh, gosh, countless moral reasons could have applied, but this is pretty much revenge for stealing my girlfriend.
Wow.
That day I
Long
used my
play.
power to trap
Jesus.
you, gain your trust. Served you coffee once. Peace out, loser.
He's Henson. He's awesome. That's it. That's cool. Yes. What a guy.
Why are you
Are Marvin and I and any other future children we may have just
Get a bit
some
deep here.
consolation prize.
I have to get out of here.
That's the harsh we've seen Marshall be. Jesus.
So, Barney, I still haven't heard you pronounce that last syllable. At our wedding, will there be a ring bearer?
The truth is,
Jobber.
yeah, his name is Trevor Hudson. I worked with his mother, and he's adorable. I want our wedding to be
But
perfect.
he didn't say there's no beer.
Me too. Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs. He's okay to crash with you, right?
He's going to mention the beer after this.
I love you.
I love you too.
There's a beer.
Okay.
For a long time, deep down, I felt sort of
Empty.
broken, but I don't feel that way anymore.
Oh.
Robin, along with the idea that vengeance will soon be mine, has made me 100% awesome.
I'm proud of you, buddy.
Glauben, Froben.
Okay, come on, Jabba. Big day tomorrow.
No, that was cute.
Tap for the night?
Oh, yeah.
Just
Oh,
so
yeah.
You know, those last few rounds of 35-year Glen McKenna were not cheap.
Whoa. You know what? Charge him to the bride's room.
Come on, boy.
Oh yeah.
Kids, it's your grandmother's favorite rule. Nothing good.
Thank you.
Oh, is it the mum? Ooh, what a cliffhanger. Oh, the transition to them.
Everything is fine, okay? Just don't freak.
It's a good rule. But every rule has an exception. And for us, that exception was you, Luke.
We're having a baby!
That's sweet. And a good cliffhanger.
Come on, Trevor Hudson. It's feeding time.
He didn't lie. Oh, did he? He's gonna fight someone. Robin, I mean. Oh, it was a perfect episode again. That was 2 banging episodes. We've done it. We've learned Barney's job. I no longer need to continue the show. This is the last How I Met My Mother reaction. That's all I wanted to know. No, I'm glad about that. They linked it up with his past as well, which was perfect, to do with the guy who screwed him over when he was younger, and then getting him arrested at the end for his job, and showing that. And again, just showing that Barney does have quite a lot of morals, surprisingly, as a person. Like, we've learned throughout the show that he does have a lot of morals. He's a scumbag at times. He's a scumbag a lot of times. But he has morals, which I do like about Barney's character. It just makes him a bit more complex, and that adds layers to his character. Lily and Marshall's argument, pointing it off, doing the pause thing was a lot of fun, but also and then how serious the argument got. And I like that Marshall still was obviously very hurt and not let that go, because they never really had a proper conversation about it, if I remember rightly. So it's nice that it's been brought up. But yes, it has been 7 years and it's a long time. And obviously, I understand why Lily did it at the time, and I know she wouldn't do it now. But to say that Marshall's being selfish is a bit of a thing, because she's been selfish quite a lot in the past, so it's quite interesting to bring that back up. Like I say, it's not really a thing you can take sides on. This is a relationship issue that there's no sides. The only sides is the two to see what makes them happy best, and I just hope they do the right decisions. It is a very difficult situation because they have a kid. They want to be both parents want to be there to raise the kids, so one of them's going to have to cave, and I'm very curious to see which way it's going to go and why they go that way. So I'm very curious to see how that ends. Like I say, Marshall's been pretty much the perfect character throughout the show, and everyone else has had problems or things happen, so it's like quite. So yeah, no, this is interesting, and I think this is like the first time Marshall's ever done anything selfish at all, ever in his life. I wouldn't even be surprised. There might have been a moment in the show, but this feels like the first time. So I'm very curious, and this is one of his dreams. And yeah, no, it's an opportunity of a lifetime, along with Lily and her opportunity of the lifetime. It's just like I don't know how they're going. I'm curious to see how they're going to solve it, and I hope they don't just sort of like half-assed that storyline. I want that storyline to have a decent ending. Having the mum in both episodes was perfect. Really enjoyed the presence in these 2 episodes. I look forward to see what they do there. Also, Barney and Robin, I love them to bits, and I can't wait for this wedding. And just seeing how much Barney loves Robin, and seeing stuff like he was broken before he met Robin, now he feels 100% is like such a good thing. And I love how much Robin loves him. It's just like, oh, it's so good. Honestly, perfect. Yeah, Ted. I just obviously get more and more. I just feel for Ted because he's getting to that point where he's just fully giving up, and just watching it. It's so sad knowing how close he is to his dream, and seeing the bits in the future. So well done. Overall, 2 perfect episodes. Especially going from last week where I didn't like really one of the episodes. I really, really fucking love these 2 episodes. Patreon comments, I do know we have got. So Cara put, I'm pretty convinced I'm the only person in the world who generally likes bedtime stories. Definitely filler, but I don't think it's the end of the world. I also think it aired just before Thanksgiving and Christmas, so it's kind of meant to be like, hey, if you miss this, you don't miss anything. I agree. I it's not that I've got a specific problem with the episode. I've got a problem with the placement of the episode. Because in the last season we haven't got many episodes left, and this is like the last of the story. I really just want to focus on current events in time. It's not a terrible episode. It's just the placement of the episode isn't something I would like. If that was a season 7 or 8 or any season episode, I wouldn't have cared or gave 2 shits. Especially because we've had plenty of Thanksgiving and Christmas while the show's been airing. I just didn't like the placement of it, and it's not the time for filler. I can understand why people like the episode, and I can understand why people don't mind where it's placed. I just feel like it's placed badly, just because we've got such little amount of episodes left, and I just want every episode to be a banger. So with this season, I'm extra more salty when I don't like an episode. It's more down to me. I'm more salty when an episode's not that great, because I know we haven't got many more left. So that depends. Fresh put, I say there's nothing wrong with the writing. I just say the whole episode had nothing exciting. Okay, I agree with that. I will agree with that 100%. I think the writing is very clever. That the fact they had to do a poem for the whole episode, like, well done to the writers. The problem is that the plot was in season 9. I fully agree. If you put in on another, it would have been fine. A few comments I've had about your reactions. I hope that this will. Why can't I read? Why is my dyslexia killing me? I've had about your actions. I hope that you will read this final portion. I was a little sad you didn't recognise the guest star. Perhaps I know you rhymed it, by the way. Isn't famous out that far. I hope that you decide to read this entire comment, even if it's the last just a moment. And now now to finish this whole thing with something ordinary. To anyone who may read this far, you are a legend. Wait for Derry. No, my dyslexia ruined your poem there. I could tell it was a poem when I was reading the first 2 lines, but I'm like, the dyslexia just didn't have anything to do with it, but read it again. I say there's nothing wrong with the writing, it's just the whole episode had nothing that exciting. The problem is the plot was put in season 9. If you put in another one, I'll probably turn out fine. A few comments I've had about your reactions. I hope that will be read in the final portion. I was a little sad you didn't recognise the guest star. Perhaps Lynn... Oh yeah, who is this guest star? Can't read the name for the life of me. I recognise his face. Don't know what he's from. No, I don't recognise him. I've seen his face before. Lin-Manuel Miranda's. Yeah, I don't know who he is. What's he in? Oh, Hamilton! That's where I recognise him. Yeah. Isn't famous out that far. I hope you had decided to read the entire comment, even if it only lasts just a moment. And now to finish the whole thing with something ordinary. To anyone who may read this, you are legendary. Clever comment. That's probably my favourite comments. You know what, I'll give you a like for that. That was really clever. Thank you. I usually skip bedtime stories when I rewatch the series, but it wasn't as bad as I remember. Kind of weird. The episode came up out of order in the original airing. So when they're making all the Canadian jokes, check the people in the background. It's a joke on how time went on. We see a couple meet, get pregnant, and with a child graduation. Fun detail. I always love that detail. Oh, I did not notice that. I'm going to have to check that after this. I only have one time, I only had time to watch the first right now, and wow, I just love that Barney did this, and to promise to not only lie to her if it's interest of a surprise. So sweet. Honestly, no mystery is not the way to go for these two. They are perfect for each other, and I love them. So the first one is definitely a favourite of mine. I just love the reveal at the end. That was just such a sweet moment between Robin's reaction. Is so worth it. I'm so proud of Liddy keeping a secret about Ted going to Chicago. She had been really good with that, but all the other times, lol. Better than he told us last minute about the surprising rehearsal dinner. Also love yeah, it was probably a good thing. Also, I love that Barney found out about this episode as well. The gang making Canadians last so long, we get to see a whole lifetime go on in the background. I wish I noticed that. I can't believe I didn't notice it. Second episode is weird and definitely filler, but I grew up to enjoy it. It's one thing I love about How I Met Your Mother is the background stuff. It's always made me laugh. It was like ever since when Barney would get getting arrested in the background. This was really good. And when he's climbing through the window. I rewatched the show. The stories are silly and some of the jokes are meh, but I guess when you love the cast of characters, you still find things good in it. And at the end of the day, it was cute with Marvin and things. Third thing you remember, yeah, don't get me wrong, I like filler episodes. It's just because it was placed so weirdly. I do like just seeing the character. When I love a show, because the most important thing to me is what to love about a show is the characters. If I love characters, I can watch them do pretty much anything. It's one reason I love slice of life anime or slice of life in shows. But yeah, it's just a placement. I'm just salty about the placement. That's all it is. I suppose when you watch the show for the first time, this episode is frustrating because you just want to keep the plot going. The writers keep it up with everything. Yeah, one thing that's because I don't really watch sitcoms apart from Friends and I've not been a big sitcom watcher. All mine's always been story arc shows I watch. And I also get with sitcoms, the greatest thing about sitcoms, which I don't get to really experience, is you just throw them on in the background while you're doing stuff. and you can just watch any episode without having to watch any of the other episodes, apart from like the two random two-parters they do. So I appreciate that they do that, and like this would be from some people just play a random episode, people put in a background, and you literally just have a disc tray where it does the random episodes, and that's sort of the magic of sitcoms. But for me, who likes just a character arc story and that lot, which surprisingly this still has, which I really enjoy about it, and all sitcoms do, it's just the way they're done. It's very different from generic shows, or not generic shows, but normal way a series is cut up. It's one reason I always find episodics is my weakest type of show. I watch them and I kind of enjoy them, but it takes a very special kind of episodic for me to really love an episodic show, because the episodic shows I'm just not normally a massive fan of, especially Monster of the Week. I just can't get into them. But yeah, no, it's very interesting. I just love how everyone has a different sort of like how they experience TV. So yeah, that episode just the placement. I wouldn't say it's a bad episode. I just say the placement of it just made me salty when I watched it as well. Barney and Robin are the cutest couple. I ship them till the very end of the show, and personally I feel like the moments are sweeter with Robin and Barney, and the first episode has to be my favourite with Barney's master plan. Kiki put that. Yeah, no, that was definitely such a good sweet moment. But yeah guys, hopefully you enjoyed the reaction. A lot of fun reacted to it. I hope to see you next week, and peace.